so in sync.
Black
Adorable.
get caught rapping a little bit, and that's why he came on the screen.
I don't know. Suddenly, I was on the camera. I didn't expect that at all.
Alrighty. Can we get those predictions, though?
Fnatic has a superior draft, so I think they're going to take it. They're also, on paper, the better team individually and stuff. So.
B-Cop, are you going to swing the scales, or is it going to be 5 for 5, the Castle's Curse?
Game is paused, so you can go with your story.
Oh, yeah. You can go. We can go down
ready.
the streets of Bucharest or whatever.
Wait.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, I was going down the streets of Bucharest. How long do I have? And I was walking around. We saw this bakery. It was really good. And then I bought a strudel.
Apple strudel.
Apple strudel. I bit into it. There was a
There's
fortune
players
inside. It was the
disconnecting, so
craziest thing that's
longer.
ever happened.
You can
Are we
slow
still
it
paused?
down. You can slow it down.
So-
Players are disconnected. We can really drag this one out, dude.
And time is ticking, though.
So I opened the fortune, and then it was written in a different
fortune
language.
strudel.
So I had to find someone to translate this fortune. I went all around to the Promenada, over to a different store that I don't know the name of because
30
that's the only
seconds.
place that I've been. 30 seconds? Okay. And I got it translated.
References which all the
And
viewers
it-
will know, of course.
Finally came up. They were like, the message says, Boom will win game 1. And I was like, I'm down for that. I'll use that tomorrow. Thank you very much. And
Alrighty.
cool.
So you are going to tilt the scales. I mean, there are ways for Boom to win it. What has to go right for Boom to take this game, guys?
You can dominate the lane as the Bet Rider, perhaps, and get a lot of farm on him. Mikoto, obviously, the 11k MMR player on their side should, if he is able to create enough space for the PL can take over. We've seen many PL games that just. What did you say?
What are they whispering about?
What?
But what Black
Nothing.
wants to say is MMR does not matter because he has 10,000 MMR and he's stuck here with us.
Alrighty, guys, the game is now live, so let's get into game number 1 of Fnatic versus Boom Esports. B-Cop and Black, take it away.
Let's go.
Now ready for game number 1, Boom and Fnatic. I feel like a lot of people are hoping for an upset. We'll see if they can get that done. Are we going to get the 5-on-5 start?
It's going to be tough. Fnatic's draft looks very good. They have very good ways to deal with the PL. But of course, there's always, the chance that PL just gets out of hand. PL can definitely own Leshrac. There's a potential of a Mage Slayer on one of those heroes, probably the PL himself, which is really good against the Leshrac. And overall, he matches up pretty well against Juggernaut. Nyx Assassin is always going to be a big problem, of course, for the Leshrac as well. But they have so many good AoE spells against that PL early game.
Yeah.
That just overall, it seems like a tough game, Mikoto will definitely have to, show off his 11k MMR skill again.
I'm wondering why we haven't seen Slaughter so much and why it's picked here. Why is this hero kind of fallen off when it's been a hero in previous patches that was highly prioritized, and now we see it here? What is it bringing to the table that, what big reasons is it here, but we don't see it elsewhere?
Okay, so usually, why it was picked back then, at least it was a lot stronger, of course. It got nerfed quite a bit. But also, the safe lane carries are now a lot stronger. You don't see those AMs anymore that Slaughter can really bully. But now you have this Juggernaut who has 8 armor, and you just don't really care so much about his bash, because you can actually fight him back.
Right.
And the biggest change was just that the carries are stronger in lane, Also the supports are stronger in lane. Clock, Jug are quite good against Slaughter. If you ever catch him, you spin him, you battery sold him, he's half health, next time you go on him, he's dead.
Yeah. You get him trapped in the cogs, he's most likely gone as well.
Yeah. I mean, Clock is one of the best heroes against Slaughter, of course. As you said, you ever catch him, he's in big trouble. Can't sprint away. The only good thing he has going for him is his movement speed. If you restrain that, not the greatest hero anymore.
Yeah, that lane seems like it could struggle. You got 2 melee heroes in the Nyx Assassin and the Slardar. You get caught, potentially a problem, like we're already alluding to. It could be a big issue for both the Slardar and the Nyx Assassin in this lane.
Yeah, I mean, in general, Nyx is just not really the strongest laner, Has a 70 damage stun. Doesn't really right-click for a lot.
Right.
But he can pull waves and stuff. He can make it offlane if you're comfortable.
And so then we see Drew on this Phantom Lancer, and the games that Boom have won have really been on the back of Mikoto.
Yeah.
So Drew's kind of on this hero. It's not like the Bloodseeker we saw him on where it was completely on the back of Mikoto. This is a hero that you want to make more happen on for sure compared to that Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
I felt like that Bloodseeker was just a supporting cast where now the Phantom Lancer is the main cast. He's the center.
Yeah, now it's the reverse roles, whereas the bad rider as the supporting cast.
Yeah.
But he's not having the best time, only sitting at 3 CS at 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, really
Struggling with the CS.
But you could always make that back if the stacks come for you. If they get made, you get to level 7.
Yeah.
You take, you know, a big chunk of stacks, get that gold back, recover a little bit.
Yeah, just generally though, Leshak is a really good matchup against the bad rider. You can never really dive a Lesh because he will just edict you, and then you die way before the Lesh does. You can never really dive him is the problem. Until level 6, you know, maybe you get a rotation, then you can lasso him, then you get the kill, but you have to be always really careful. Phoenix, I mean, they just can't attack him. They have no damage. No attack speed. Eng pos 5. Very interesting that they picked it at all. There's nothing to dispel.
We saw Eng played by Bobica a couple days back, or like a week ago at this point. He was playing it in the 4 position and then went to like that Midas and ended up getting so much farm. Obviously in a 5 position, I don't think you're accomplishing that much.
Yeah. That being said though, he's still a strong lane support. And he's doing his job well. Keeping the enemies both on low health. I heard a spear.
Yeah, the spear lands on a Drew, and already he's taken out for first blood. Massaro, I mean, there's not really much that the Enchantress can do to prevent that.
Yeah, it is, again, it's a weird pickup. Not something you would expect nowadays, because it is a strong lane support, but not as strong as other heroes.
With this Blade Fury down, maybe there's an opportunity for FBZ and Hyde to make something happen.
Yeah, nice pull interruption.
We've got DJ down here as well. Obviously, we were talking about this Jug Clockwork lane. Nothing aggressive coming out just yet. Sardar actually farming pretty well at 18-2.
Yeah, but so is Jug. Like,
yeah.
The strong point of Slaughter was always that you just can pressure the enemy carry so much that you need to rotate additional heroes in, or they give up the lane. But this game, of course, Juggernaut, one of the strongest, you know, carry heroes this patch, to fight with at least. So Slaughter can't really bully him out of the lane.
And we see that Makoto picks up the illusion rune, bottles it up, and that's the difference, I guess, in this game that we've really saw nobody going over mid when it's been like 6-on-6. Sometimes we've seen everybody come over mid for the 4-minute rune. It's been kind of wild.
Yeah, they seem to be just, you know, very occupied on the lanes. But yeah, as I said, very interesting that nobody's trying to secure those runes.
I guess you don't exactly have the best heroes to rotate between both these teams to come over for that 4-minute rune. Usually offering a little bit more. I would say, yeah, Nyx Assassin went over. He's probably the only one I expected to go over.
Pierre is struggling a lot more than I thought he would originally. And he's the winning condition.
Yeah, it's not on Makoto this time.
Yeah.
Is that a game plan that you
Spear
are behind? Oh, Spear connects.
Here's a level 2 God's Rebuke.
Has it in just a second. Fairy Fire, Kez Q'd. Is there enough damage to get the kill onto the Enchantress? No, there's not.
Yeah. And Phoenix took the bottle from Mars, so now he's getting 2 full bottles. Nice.
Yeah,
this offlane bottle is becoming more and more popular, simply because of those minute 5 bounty runes. You get 2 of them. A lot of
right clicks on Raven.
Yeah. But here's a healing ward, so it's not a problem.
And a salve coming over from DJ as well as a Tango, so a lot of heal coming his way. Like you said, has that healing ward. Massaro over here, he's fine. He's just keeping the Phantom Lancer box out of this lane, but I will say Drew's recovered in terms of CS up to this point.
Yeah.
Oh, Southern Crush again. Spike Carapace. They've got DJ pretty low. Can they keep up with him? FBZ taking a lot of damage. Needs to be careful here. Battery Assault. Southern Crush. That'll miss. Can't get the kill onto the Clockwork.
That was a pretty rough trade for Dire. Both heroes on like 200 health. Healing self expended, but only at half health. Next time, the spinner's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Gotta be real careful.
Kind of just ate into that spear, or, well, spin. Now the spear comes in onto Drew.
Choosing not to double walk at all.
Ooh, at the same time, Hyde goes down to Raven, and that's what we're expecting.
The spin is just very good against Nyx, like, always pretty much, you know? Like, no matter whether it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes, the spin is just always really good against the hero, especially in lane. There's no counterplay for Nyx. Carapace does nothing. Can't impale him. And Drew is taking a lot of Harris up here. Already behind 500 gold.
Yeah, he's the least farm core on his team.
Mikoto
Things are kind
rotating.
of rough. You've got Mikoto level 7 though. Flame Break pushes him back into the lasso. Should have the damage to kill this Mars. Spear the wrong direction and Mikoto comes over. But now the battery assault's on FBZ bottom. The Blade Fury won't land, so FBZ will be fine.
Yeah. Sprint giving too much movement speed. Can't catch up with him.
And again, that's what we're expecting from Mikoto in terms of his play style. But with this lineup, I don't know if that's, you know, something you can rely on all the way through. You need that Phantom Lancer to be doing something at some point. Obviously, it's early in the game. I'm not expecting him to take over at this point, but
Yeah,
we need to see a little bit more.
25.
We need to see a little bit more from Drew, right?
Certainly. Interested to see if he's going to go for this hood as well, as most Jugs do. Of course he is. Usually they would go hood before threats, just
Right.
so you know you can't really get harassed in lane anymore.
Moon was chasing.
Yeah, but he's just pushing him out. At this point, it's quite tough for Pierre. He should just be jungling, probably found a triangle, because he can't really touch top anymore.
Well, are you trying to farm the triangle, or is that something you want to leave for the Bat Rider? He's level 7, get a couple stacks, boost his farm up.
A Bad Rider should be the one taking the hard lane this game, which is probably going to be top. As soon as he has his travels, of course.
Again with the
Lasso,
Flame Break.
and
Lasso on
8.
cooldown for 8 more seconds. Icarus dive across the bow of Mikoto. Double damage bottled up by Moon.
Yeah, of course, had that Arcane Rune when he used his first lasso. So it's off cooldown already. The team fight on Radiant is very scary. With the Lash, Phoenix and Mars. Lots of AoE damage coming out. Possessed Mask, of course. You already have a perfect game. Why not get the perfect item?
It does feel to go that way quite often. And yeah, Makoto's going to try and snag these stacks. They did get a Royal Jelly for the Dire side, so that's always a good one to get. Give that over to Mikoto. Take that for yourself on Drew.
Yeah, you're gonna wait a little bit. You need at least like 8-9 stacks to start Fireflying. Otherwise, you're not killing that stack.
But the problem now is Drew's had such a bad lane. He's backed off. That tower goes down, and you know these early towers, they cut down where you're able to farm and where you're able to recover when Radiant can just kind of invade the Dire side.
Yeah, map is getting smaller. If they lose the mid tower, the triangle is in trouble. Okay, easy farm. Who said he can't do it anymore?
Oh, he is level 9 at this point.
Yeah. Now he also finishes travels really fast. 1:09 to the game. Now he can take the top lane, push it out comfortably with the Firefly. The only thing he has to be really wary of is the Mars Arena, because even with Firefly activated, you can't actually fly out of it. Don't ask me why. It's called Firefly, but you're just stuck on the ground.
Which is weird, because there are some other abilities
Yeah,
that
like
get you out of
Wyvern
it.
just flies out. I don't understand either. But no
Mikoto
one
with
does.
the boots of travel. They've got the net. Flame Break right on top of the Phoenix. This is good play coming out from Boom. Mikoto coming over again, continually being that playmaker, but out the arena with the spear. And a quick exchange as they take out Mikoto. They look over at FBZ. Battery Assault looking for the slow. Now the cogs around him. Troublesome for FBZ as he's hit up by that stun from Moon. And it will be 2 for the side of Fnatic.
Great, quick response. They TP out on Raven. It was a very good response from Radiant. They instantly TP into Mars. They lose the Phoenix, but they get 2 really big kills.
It's Mikoto again making something happen. And that's, you know, I hate to reiterate it so many times, but that's his position here on this team.
Always is, yeah. Lasso.
Stun onto Moon. They've got the lasso onto the Leshrac under the tower. Can they get the kill? Slither Crush comes in. They'll take out Moon. They'll look for DJ. Hyde dies to a neutral creep. So 2-for-1 trade so far, but really a 2-for-0. The neutral got the other one. They've got the Icarus dive over, but it's not far enough away from the side of Boom, and it will be a third. Mikoto with a double kill. Fnatic maybe getting a little bit too comfortable going over mid.
They definitely misread the situation. Mars did not have Arena. He wasn't even nearby. And they still tried to pressure the mid tower, knowing that Dire is up. They have all the ults that are available. And they get punished.
So far, so good from Boom in terms of making space for Drew.
Yeah.
His lane not going well, but they've kept the jungle unoccupied, and they now get him up to 5K. He's farming relatively well, and making this space is on the back of Mikoto. I'm gonna say it 1,000 times just because that's how, you know, how it is with this team at times. And I'm really impressed by how much they've made space for him, because it felt like Fnatic wanted to put the pressure on, and I think maybe even wanting to put that pressure on caused them to lose that fight mid.
But we'll have to see this item build on PL, whether going for Diffusal first is the right choice, because in team fights he can die in seconds without that hood.
Yeah.
Lasher can blow him up, so can Phoenix.
Hook
Nice
shot
hook.
coming through on a Makoto. Cogs, but he got the Firefly off. Spear connects him to the Cogs. They still take out Makoto.
Every time the same story.
5
Arena
heroes
him
mid.
and kill him.
Is it? Whoa, Drew.
Be careful.
Wanted to go for that double damage.
Oh, that
rune.
was lucky. If he ends up on the low ground there,
He's probably dead.
yeah. There's always a little bit of RNG involved, of course.
The game gets a little harder now that they've got the Blink Dagger on Masaros.
Yeah.
They can get right on top of this Bat Rider. He won't have as much opportunity to have his, movements around and staying as
You need
loose as he
BKB
can.
as bad at this game.
Yeah.
Like to get out of that arena. In some ways, Mars is actually a hard counter to Bad Rider, just because it takes away all his mobility.
Yeah.
Like being stuck in an arena, not being able to Firefly around is a big, big problem for that hero, of course.
Yeah, Mars not allowing Bat Rider to flap his wings and fly.
The game is still very even, but I would give a little edge to Fnatic at this point, because PL, even though he has Diffusal, he can't really join fights unless it's really late, It's like a cleanup kind of crew. But once he finishes that hood, which is like in 1,000 gold, he's gonna be a pretty strong hero on the map, and I'm looking for him to fight with his team.
So should Boom just kind of stay conservative at the moment?
Yeah.
Because I know Fnatic want to fight. They've got this Blink Dagger on the Mars. They haven't shown it just yet. They want to blink and use the arena. And that's the blink getting shown off. He misses that spear.
I'm surprised he didn't just arena him. Yeah, he
Yeah.
ended up.
I was expecting the same thing, just the blink arena spear, not leading with the spear. Maybe getting a little too greedy, thinking he's close enough to the trees, I could just blink spear. And
Yeah, I feel like this is like the common Mars thing, Just God's Rebuke first. You're always going to get the spear, because you're just slowed by so much you can't miss it.
blink timing's actually not bad from the Sardar,
Yeah.
considering Mars just got his, and that was the debut. I talked about Boom wanting to be conservative, but if they've got this Blink Dagger for FBZ, he might back off the lane before the blink gets delivered, and then try to use a smoke and go for this player.
Use a smoke without him.
Yeah, they'll smoke without him, and he'll have the Blink Dagger ready to go into this exchange. The only one down here right now is the Phoenix, though.
They don't really have the support to bring in. They might just give up this tower, unless they're ulting in right now. But it will be
They're
one by
walking
one.
from behind. They're coming over.
Oh, nice, yeah.
This
But
could be a
2 TPs.
decent play if they get on top of, I would
Mars
say, the
and Jack are still
Fenlancer
top.
first. Blink,
Mars dipping in now.
and they'll get the kill onto the Phoenix very quickly. The arena's down as well as the hookshot coming in. That's out onto the Sardar as well as the Phantom Lancer. They've already taken out Jab. They'll lose Kescute. It's a 1-for-1. The lasso comes in. That's onto the Mars, but the Omni Slash finishes off Makoto. 2 heroes dead on the side of Boom. They need to vacate the area as they'll blink away on the Sardar, but they've caught themselves the Phantom Lancer as well as the Nyx Assassin, the Spear to follow up the stun, and they get that kill on a Drew. They'll take out a third. They'll look over at Hyde, and he'll try to hide behind
Spear
these
on cooldown.
monuments, and he gets away. Are those monuments? Obelisks?
Obelisks. Not sure.
I don't know what
But
the proper
one
name
of
is
them.
for them.
But yeah, the Nyx Assassin, he did not stun in time, so he got stunned off the duels. I feel if he stunned a little bit earlier, going on the Phoenix here again.
Yeah, Blink, Slither, and Crush. Needs one more hit for the bash. Might even just continue to chase Jabs. There's no trees here really to keep him out of vision, but there is a Sun Ray to get
That is so
him
silly.
off the map. That's
That's not allowed.
that's illegal.
And then he eggs anyway. Interesting.
FBZ posturing pretty far forward considering the egg.
But he forced an egg at least. It's a big cooldown expended.
Yeah.
There was also a buyback on the Phoenix, which was
good
not
stat.
necessary, but he felt the heat. Yeah, it's a big stack for the Juggernaut to take. I think it was like 3 or 4. Probably just another 1,000 gold for him.
Not sure the early stack, or not the early stack, the early buyback's gonna massively hurt this Phoenix though.
Nah, but it's just, unnecessary. You slow down your own timings. Okay, building up to BKBs on Fnatic.
Yeah, though, Lashak almost has one. Mars going for his.
Yep.
Force
Juggernaut
that for the
doesn't need one.
Enchantress.
And that's the problem with PL joining fight pre-hood.
Wow, BKB for Phoenix first item.
They're always going BKBs. Because they recognize all of the damage, even PL at this point, because of Diffu. It's all magic.
They've got the lasso, flame break, sun ray, now into the lasso with the firefly going. And Jabs does not have that supernova, so he'll burn out, dead for 56 seconds now, as he did have that extra time from the buyback.
And that hurts.
Yeah.
1 minute this early into the game. As a +4 is not what you're looking for. Maybe can get a good arena spear here.
Misaros.
No. Doesn't even look for it.
Yeah, I think blinked to the left of those trees. Maybe he didn't even see FBZ.
Yeah, also don't think he was looking for any kill. Just trying to get out of there.
Arena down, Spike Carapace, but there is a sentry, so they'll continue to spot hide. It's an arena for a Nyx Assassin. You get the kill. It goes to Misaros. It's not the worst thing in the world for either side, really.
Yeah, no, it's good because Phoenix is dead anyways, so they just make good use of the downtime. Juggernaut is getting pretty damn big, but PL is also keeping up in farm. He's going for that shard straight, which of course allows him to hit while spinning every second for 75% of his damage. It's a pretty good shard. Not Shaker tier, but probably A tier.
Yeah, Shaker's God tier.
Yeah,
Or
S tier.
God tier or nerf tier. Needs a nerf tier.
Isn't that God tier?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
same thing. But yeah,
Full
Juggernaut's also really damn good. I like Lashrax too, even though a lot of people say it's not that good.
Right.
Where it just repeats the split earth. Especially in roast fights, that thing is so annoying.
Is the nihilism good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
It's a permanent ghost step on everyone around you. I mean, enemies. It increases their magic damage that they take, and it increases your movement speed. And they can't hit you, of course,
Right.
unless they BKB.
Yeah, Mofaro was playing with the Lashrak shard the other day.
I played against the Meep when I had that. He literally just sat there and I killed him because he couldn't do anything. Biggest Meepo counter in the game. By far, big move here in the middle. They want to get that tower.
Blink. Slithering Crush lands on the Jug immediately into the Blade Fury, but they've got the Bash as well as the Lasso. Hookshot comes in, that's going to stun up two. Drew, pushback via the Cogs. Sunray right on top of the Jug with the Omni Slash bouncing back and forth between Makoto as well as Hyde. They'll get the kill on a bolt. They look over at Drew, they'll land the stun, and he is dead. Down he goes with FBZ in the grave. 4 heroes gone on the side of Boom.
That's a free rush.
Fnatic. Wow. Coming out way ahead on that fight. Going after the Jug, ill-advised.
Huge miscommunication. You cannot let him get off his spin. Slaughter stunned him, and he bashed him, but Mikoto's lasso was just a little bit too late. He gets the spin off, can't follow up with the stuns, he gets his Omni Slash off on the back line, and everybody just gets blown up, which results in a free Roshan as well. PL died once more, and things are getting out of hand. It's going to be a 5k gold lead. Aegis on the Jug, who now also has his Saint Jasha completed, so it's going to be even harder to lock him down.
And it's not like this game is completely out of hand for Boom either. I think they're farming well enough to stay in this, but fights like that are making it way harder than it needs to be for them.
Yeah, the thing is you can't really initiate on the Jug. There's more higher priority targets, you know, even the Phoenix or the Mars or the
Who's
Lash.
just sunraying the entire time right in the Jug.
so
and
much damage.
Then on the heroes, he's Omni Slashing.
Yeah, like Juggernaut is like the least priority right now.
Yeah.
You know. Obviously thought they had a good opportunity, you know, but Fnatic was ready for it. Good hookshot on 2, cock on 2.
Yeah, the hook shots have been on point in these team fights. It was on point in that fight bottom, over there, hits onto 2, makes it difficult for Drew to even be in the fight because he immediately gets pushed down to the low ground via the Cogs.
DJ is playing really well this game.
So they're trying to farm the Phantom Lancer back in. And he's 1,900 gold behind the Jug. He's not doing a terrible job considering his game for his net worth and his farm. The team just needs to do more. They've got the Yules into the Split Earth. FBZ, he'll survive as the stun comes out from Hyde. Makoto thinking about going on this. Hookshot in again. DJ has just been on the money. FBZ and Hyde will fall. Yeah, the tip is well deserved because DJ has been making it happen all over the map.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind on his clock. It's also a +5 clock. He doesn't really have a ton of net worth, but
doesn't need
don't need it if you play like that.
Yeah.
The biggest problem of PL is, you know, you can't really consider this a free PL game. There's Juggernaut who's really good, Phoenix who's really good, and Lash who's really good.
Yeah.
They all have a ton of AoE damage, so even if he gets to that hard abyssal stage, you know, they have ways of bringing him down. Because the only way to play when you counter it is you get a lot of items.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, this is BKB. The courier's dead for 2 minutes.
It's a significant courier, but look at how quick they've gone through the tier 1. They go through the tier 2. Now they're already 1, 2, 3, all the way up.
Still have Edict, no Glyph.
Oh boy. This tower is gone.
Gonzo. They probably will have to back off. No mana on Lash, no healing ward, but... You know, I feel like if they had that BKB, they might have thought about going high ground. But of course, at this point...
BKB, Arena.
Yeah, play it safe. Stealing the enemy's ancients as well.
Phantom Lancer getting close to that Manta, has the hood too.
Yeah.
Maybe that will be the difference
But is
maker
Manta
here
really
for
going to
Drew.
do anything? Like, they have so much AoE damage. I feel like Manta is very ill-advised here. Like, you don't want
What would you go for instead, you think?
Scotty, something like that.
Stunning
And
onto the
Hooker
bars,
too.
and again the hook shot from DJ. Just spinning records all over the faces of Boom. Hyde and FBZ, they both fall. They'll go after Drew. Makoto trying to help out as best he can. But DJ...
He's wrecking them.
Yeah, he is.
No chance.
He's making engagements that are questionable look perfect. Or not, maybe questionable is a little bit too rough.
He's making them look very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's making it look from normal to easy.
It should not really go this way, but every time. Look at this hook shot. It's perfect accuracy.
Yeah.
Right on top. He sees every opportunity.
Yeah. He's in the perfect position every single time to throw a hook shot.
Of course, you can blame Boom, you know, for stacking up, but recognizing that and that split second and doing it takes a lot of skill and foresight to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Spear, yes, BKB couldn't evade. Ooh,
Onto
split earth.
Makoto. There's the follow-up stun and a quick kill for Fnatic. Now up 11,000 just 24 minutes into the game, and they are rolling over this Boom lineup.
Yeah, it was only 1K like 7 minutes ago. This game is quickly snowballing out of control.
Yeah. From the
And
fight
another
bottom
tier
to
3
the
gone.
fight mid, over to Roche, into this.
Another
Arena
spear.
down. There's the spear. They'll look for the Slardar. Stun comes in from high, but it's not going to keep FBZ alive. Dominating from Moon. They'll try to turn this on Masaros. Damage coming out from KSQ. He'll also pop the heal. They've got the dust. They're looking for Hyde. The tier 3 is gone, and Boom feel the need to fight, but it's a 3v5 situation. They're just trying to defend their buildings, but there's not much in the way when Fnatic are bursting on through the doors.
Yeah, of course they with the Aegis as well. No healing ward, so they'll back off. The Courier of Mars will respawn momentarily. He will have his BKB, and just a lot of really strong items coming out from the Radiant side. It's going to be really hard for Dire to fight. They're lacking damage now. Bad Rider is not a hero that deals damage. Neither is Slaughter, neither is PL. They want sustained fights, but Juggernaut with that healing ward is amazing against sustained fights.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a big task. You know, they will have to find heroes isolated, and they'll have to bring 3-4 heroes to kill that one. Preferably a Jug or Lash, but I don't think they'll expose themselves like that.
They're down by so much on Boom, and their high ground's pretty exposed already.
Yeah, bottom
It's
tier 3 gone. Only
very tough for them.
middle tier 3 left.
Yep.
BKB completed on Lash. BKB completed on Mars. Probably on Phoenix as well at this point.
Yep.
Triple BKB. If it wasn't hard before.
It just got harder.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good. Yeah. That's the exact words I'm thinking. And Hart next for the Phantom Lancer. He's got the Manta. He's farming his, again, as best he can. He's kind of keeping up with the Jug. These team fights just aren't working out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot here for Fnatic that is making it difficult for Boom to really even have that engagement point. And like we said, it just gets harder with the BKBs. They're needing a pickoff, but Fnatic up by so much, they're able to just play as 5.
Yeah, I really don't like this itemization by PL. So defensive.
26
No damage.
minutes, the rune is top.
Yeah. Like PL, you know, has Manta, but all the illusions is gonna die. Oh, blinks out. I thought he was gonna blink in, but of course the team isn't ready. Lash was picking up the haste rune.
But that's also wise from Masaros. Like,
Yeah.
how many Mars would you see up by this much make that move in?
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic throughout this entire season has been very, you know, calm, collected. They're making calculated plays. They don't really take a lot of risks.
Yeah. It's been real, like you said, calculated. Ooh, stun misses. I say calculated, but they end up missing the stun off the Yules. Doesn't matter though. Spear with the Arena as well as the Blade Fury coming in.
He has buyback though. No Arena.
Bullwhip thinking, looking for an opportunity. Flame Break.
Just so hard. They have no damage. Oh, Juggernaut also with the butterfly now, so PL can't even touch him anymore. And same as Slaughter. There's just no damage coming out. And he's building into a heart, which is not going to help with that at all.
No, it'll take the heart and then the MKB to even do anything.
Yeah. If he gets there, even, you know.
Yeah,
they're knocking on the door.
It's not looking likely that he does get there. Meanwhile, you've got Clockwork who's building an Ags. So DJ, he's been pretty much perfect the entire time. You know, be able to join in and disrupt even more. 14K, it's just the itemization from Raven has been spot on.
Oh, spear off the mark.
Forcing the
B can be used. Interesting.
Maybe thought he was going to get Blink lassoed.
Very scared there on the trigger finger. Which means now just back off, wait a minute, and you know, just farm the map. You're really in no rush. Like, you have all the counters you need to the PL. If anything, you know, you're in the driver's seat, even late game. If this game was to go like minute 50, 55, they would still have all the tools they need to deal with the dire lineup. They are the ones that need to make something happen.
Yeah.
They're probably going to wait for the heart, but then it's really, really go time. Because you can't
is it
afford to
go
wait
time
any longer.
or does he still have to get that MKB?
But you can't wait any longer. Because the more you get out farmed, the less your heart really means, because there's more damage coming from the Radiant.
Right. Yules again into the Split Earth.
Perfect this time.
Deadlock Edict. Tide will get an Observer Ward and not survive.
Gets roasted.
Roast
Roasted
dive.
bug. Good protein.
If you're locked out in the wild,
Yeah.
roast the bug, get some protein.
Yep. Lasso.
Lasso comes in onto the Clockwork. This is who they probably should have been going for at the start of this game. A target that they can actually take out. They've got the Yules onto the Enchantress. Supernova used. Drew trying to get it, but now thinks about that again and needs to run. The egg will go off. They get the kill on a hide. They'll look over at Drew. They land the stun. They've got the Sun Ray now. Force Staff back. But the Omni Slash, it comes in. It destroys Hyde and FBZ. Raven just ripping through these heroes on Boom. They try to get something to go their way. They finally get a kill with that lasso. But at the end of the day, Raven's ready to Omni, and he's ready to take lives.
And Roshan is probably going to take that on Fnatic. And you can see the PL was hitting the Phoenix for like a good 10 seconds. He didn't even die. He didn't care. You know, he BKB'd really slowly, whittling away at his health, you know. And
Gets the Supernova off. Drew thinks he can take the egg, but
can't.
you know,
He doesn't have to attack
It's
speed.
very... Obviously, when we have the Observer...
Hook.
Ooh, hold on. Hook shot comes in. DJ again with the Cogs and the Spear. That's a disgusting combo. Cogs push you back. Spear hits you into him again. And ooh, stun lands on the Enchantress.
This might just mean high ground. If they want to play conservatively, they can go to the Roche, which, knowing Fnatic, they'll probably do that.
Yeah.
And this PL is just... yeah, it's brutal. He has no game. Even though he's farmed, no damage. 3 defensive items.
That's
This
very
Manta
tough.
style really does nothing. He pops it, it dies instantly to all the AoE they have on the Radiant side. Okay, being a little bit annoying here.
And there's not much he could do up against that egg. Like I said, as we observed, because obviously we've got full vision of everything, but it's always funny when you're focusing in on someone trying to hit the egg and you can recognize that moment where they're like, I can't kill this.
This is the moment
I
he
need
knew.
Yeah, I need to run.
Up.
Like Drew hit it twice, and then you see him start to run up the stairs.
He needs a moonshot to take that thing out. And it's not going to happen anytime soon.
They did a good job from disengaging from the egg, but there's still so much going on in the fight that...
Yeah. Very timid on Radiant here. Even though 2 heroes were dead, they did not try for the Roche.
Aegis for Boom would be big, but
Swift
having to
blink.
take it 18K behind and
Now they're going for Roche again.
a little opportunity to really get there.
Yeah, they have to defend both side lanes, so they're showing on both side lanes. They know Roche is pretty free. Very scared of these PL illusions.
Hook shot all the way through. Enchantress trying to run. Kez Q Force Staff onto the low ground. They've got the arena as well as the Spear after the Blade Fury's over. They get the kill on FBZ. Another hook shot. That's over to the neutrals. They look at this Nyx Assassin. Hyde stuns Moon, but Moon's Pulse Nova rips through the tough exterior of the bug and rips apart the Nyx.
You asked me why Slaughter isn't picked more often. You can see here why. He's just dead weight. He's a glorified support at this point. If you don't snowball on that hero, you just don't do anything. Compare it to Mars, you know? Even when you're behind, make a lot of stuff happen. He has to be really careful here on the PL.
They're looking with the BKBs. They'll move in on this. Mikoto getting low. And even with the BKB, it's not looking likely that he escapes from this one, but gets to the Firefly onto the high ground. Flame Break looking over, maybe trying for Moon as Phantom Lancer, Doppelgangers. And, well, they just can't do anything. They don't have the damage on Boom.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at delaying the Roshan, but every time they delay the Roshan, they lose 2 heroes, which increases the net worth lead by like another 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, so eventually you can't keep bleeding those heroes, you know? You're gonna bleed out eventually.
They only have so much to lose.
And you can see PL's farm is stagnating quite a bit because he just keeps spamming illusions at Roshan, you know, he's not really focused on farming. And the Swift Blink pickup on Juggernaut soon is gonna make a huge difference. It adds so much damage to this hero during that Omni Slash.
He's not too far off of it either. You've got 2,000 gold here for the Enchantress, but what are you looking to build?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a Lotus Orb to protect against the Omni Slash, but even that is quite, you know, optimistic. Getting to that level of gold at this point, not easy.
Inside Roche. Again,
Sending
is there
again.
a play for Boom to make something happen? Missaros as well as Jabs are just waiting for them to show up, and there it is. There's the arena as well as the BKB being popped by the Slaughter. They go to the Blade Fear, they exit the pit. Moon coming over with a Pulse Nova. They got the stun on